I'm not sure how I want to go with this. I had an idea, and the idea was to talk to you about another person that had some really good wisdom to offer. And it was good wisdom coming from somebody you never, ever would have suspected. And since I've started this whole thing in the last few weeks, I have a 97-year-old father in the hospital with pneumonia and heart failure. And I have a 97-year-old mother at home with dementia. And it ain't easy right now on them. Subsequently, it's not easy on us. Now, when I reached out to and I heard from Mike, who is doing Old Me Living Better, he's having an upcoming live stream and he had some questions to ask. He wanted to take some questions from people. And I thought about proposing a question to him, but I don't think I can. Interestingly enough, I've had this thought since I've been doing this. I didn't think that this would change so quickly. I still have my goal that I want to work towards and am still working towards it for what I want this to be. But in the meantime, as I practice my talk to camera, trying to get these lights and this audio consistent, same every time, I found out that this is somewhat therapeutic. I don't think it's therapeutic in the fact that I'm just sharing this with somebody. I think it's therapeutic that I'm just saying it out loud. And then I get to hear me say it back to me when I preview this or anytime I want to come back and just check and hit play again. So, yeah, I don't want to tell you I'm in a tough spot. I'm not nowhere near the tough spot my parents are in. And but it falls on myself, my brother and sister to sweep things up. And my father is a control freak. He was in business for himself my entire lifetime that I know, that he never had a job where he worked for anyone else but himself. And he's used to that. So if you've ever been in a homeowners association where some old guy is a control freak and he's just, retired, doesn't have anybody to push around, there's probably some validity to that. My father's not on the HOA board, and it's probably good for the area that he's not. But he does like to manipulate, micromanage, and all that other stuff from his hospital bed. And I get it. He's scared. I mean, I can only presume that's what it is because I'm not in that situation. I've not been in it. And I may be, hopefully not for some time. But it's just not fun for anybody. And if you're an older person that is trying to figure out what to do for your kids after you're gone, don't wait till after you're gone and do it. The best thing you can do to them is to use your resources to enhance your life. And the reason I say that is my folks did well for themselves, but they won't utilize that money for themselves. They want to leave it, or my dad does, like some legacy. And it would be better for him to live out the rest of his life with help and comfort, the kind that we as children can't provide to them, as opposed to drag us through this with him. And then when it's all over, go to the attorney's office and here's some property and stuff like that. So I don't know. This isn't really anything new. We've been dealing with it for 30 years now. We always thought when mom and dad are gone, as if it was going to be this simultaneous thing, like a truck's going to hit them. We never thought about the long, drawn-out process of end of life. And it's tough because my dad just does like to control. He likes to schedule. He likes to figure things out. Everything to him is a problem. And when you're dealing with other people, it's not plug and play. He's not making a schedule for the week for the employees. It's a lot more than that. And especially now that we're older, he doesn't quite understand that his children two of them are in their 60s and one of them's heading towards it. And we're not 22 years old anymore. So moving large pieces of furniture is nothing that's easy for us to do anymore either. And the thought of him having to pay somebody $40 to move something or whatever, it just sends him into a rage. he thinks somebody's going to do it for him because, well, he's a dad. And as much as I'd like to help, I have to earn an income. I have to travel for work. I have to have a little time for myself as well. And I'm willing to give up some of that, a lot of it actually. But I'm not available at the ring of a bell. We have him right now where he is in a rehab facility after he was treated for this pneumonia and his heart failure, which is going to be continuous treatment. He's in a facility for another 7 days before he gets to go home. And this is really shitty, but this is kind of a break. However, the phone keeps ringing, and I'm struggling here. I'm really struggling. My life is not, ending actively. I mean, we all are. I mean, the minute you're born, your life is actively ending. But as the sands through your hourglass get a little fewer and fewer at the top and more at the bottom, I guess, our priorities shift a little bit. And, this isn't 1983 anymore. And again, I'm not a teenager who has the vigor and the strength to do some of the things I used to do. And it's tough for me to even say that. I don't know where this will go. I know what's going to happen. Many of you have already had the worst days of your life by losing your parents. Some of you have lost children, and some of you have lost spouses. I've been charmed. I haven't really experienced all that yet. It's coming, and it's going to suck whenever it happens. But I don't know. I guess you just got to go on. So anyway, this is just a thing I'm going to do. Whether it goes up or not, I don't know. But I might just hold on to this and play it back for myself and see what happens. In the meantime, I've got to get my peppiness back to talk about the things that are relevant to the direction I want this to go. And when that happens, hopefully things will be better. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks.